ACE inhibitors are the sheet anchors in the treatment of heart failure. Around 25 years ago, heart failure means treat with digitalis, treat with diuretics. Today, the concept has changed a lot. The first drug that has to be written in the prescription of heart failure treatment is an ACE inhibitor. This has been substantiated by several long-term, large-scale studies, randomized controlled trials. A few of them are listed here, which have documented the reduction in the mortality with ACE inhibitors in heart failure. The consensus trial, of course, consensus has documented 40% reduction in the mortality. Solved treatment, solved prevention, both of them have reduced the mortality. Prevention one has shown much more mortality reduction. Exsolved, VEFT2, and then the SAVE trial, the TRACE, the ARI trial, all of them have shown mortality benefit of around 20 to 40% at least. We are able to see. So, ACE inhibitors form the cornerstone of treatment in heart failure. This slide lists some more trials with ACE inhibitors and ARBs. The Valsartan trial, the Valiant, the Charm, Charm Preserved, On Target, Transcend, Life, Moses, Profess, Value, all these are trials using the sartans, either Valsartan or Telmisartan or Losartan or Iprosartan, things like that. Whereas we have trials with ACE inhibitors, the Octave, the Europa, very famous trial using perindopril, the Hope and Microhope, very well documented studies, Peace, Reen and Ask are also trials which have documented positive effects of these drugs on all sorts of cardiovascular mortality and morbidity issues. They all had trials, the Atlas, the STOP2, the GC3, the CAPPP, the DREAM trial, the Progress trial. All these have used either ACE inhibitors or a combination of ACE inhibitors and ARBs, and the effects have been compared with different other drugs, and it has been found that the endpoints like cardiovascular morbidity, cardiovascular mortality, sudden cardiac death, recurrent infarction, left ventricular hypertrophy, and then heart failure, all have been one way or other, in one trial or other, have been shown to be very favorably affected by these drugs. So, it is imperative that from most of these trials, almost all of these trials, we can say that the ACE inhibitors and ARBs cannot be avoided in any cardiovascular patient for whatever indication we want to use. These last two trials, RAILS and EUPHESIS, these trials are on angiotensin aldosterone antagonist trials. This is more on the aldosterone trials, the beneficial effects of aldosterone in heart failure and other cardiovascular conditions. How are these pleiotropic effects of ACE inhibitors and ARBs possible? What are the various mechanisms by which they reduce the ischemic heart disease and the burden of cardiovascular illness? There is a strong genetic link between the RAS system and the CAD. Persons who have increased RAS activity, genetic predisposition to increased RAS activity, the CAD is 5.3 fold. Indians in general have got increased RAS activity. ACE inhibitors circulatory effects are cardioprotective. When we interfere with the angiotensin converting enzyme and block the formation of angiotensin II, the circulatory effects produced are highly cardioprotective. The hemodynamic and neuroendocrine effects of ACE inhibitors and the decreased endothelial dysfunction contribute to increased cardiovascular health. The anti-proliferative and anti-atherogenic activities of ACE inhibitors and reducing the angiotensin converting enzyme angiotensin 2, the ACE inhibitors reduce the levels of angiotensin 2, so much so they are anti-proliferative and anti-atherogenic and cardioprotective. The antithrombotic and positive tissue effects also contribute to the reduced IHT and to the pleiotropic effects of ACE inhibitors. So, these are the different ways in which the ACE inhibitors and the ARBs work for the betterment of cardiovascular health. Why? What is the reason the ACE inhibitors are so vasoprotective? ACE inhibitors decrease the circulating angiotensin 2 and of course the aldosterone. They decrease the tissue angiotensin 2 also at the level of the endothelium and in the kidney. They increase the vasodepressor or vasodilator kallikrein bradykinin system. The bradykinin levels are increased. Bradykinin is vasoprotective, vasodilatory. They decrease the sympathomimetic amines, adrenaline, noradrenaline, dopamine and other sympathomimetic amines through their anti-adrenergic activity. Remember, ACE inhibitors have got vagomimetic effect. Because of the vagomimetic effect, they will not increase the heart rate unlike calcium channel blockers and unlike other drugs. They maintain the heart rate as normal or at reduced speed, and then they also contribute, this vagomimetic effect also contributes to the anti-arrhythmic effect. Of course, these drugs have an effect on the prostanoid metabolism, so much so harmful prostacyclins are not produced and helpful and vasoprotective prostacyclins are produced, and these are the various effects or mechanisms through which ACE inhibitors exert their vasoprotective effect. So, how are the benefits conferred by the ACE inhibitors? Reduction of arrhythmias, prevention of reperfusion arrhythmias, prevention of cardiac remodeling and ventricular muscle hypertrophy and fibrosis, modification of endogenous fibrinolysis, anti-hypertensive effects, regression of left ventricular hypertrophy, inhibition of neurohormonal activation of the heart and vascular tree, renoprotective and anti-proteinuric effects on the kidney, which in turn have got positive bearing on vascular health. These are the various mechanisms through which the benefits of ACE inhibitors are conferred on the vascular tree. Certain other mechanisms are also involved for ACI benefits. They are in general vasodilatory. They reduce the sympathetic tone. They increase the free radical scavenging. They are direct anti-atherogenic to the vascular tree. They improve the insulin sensitivity, thereby decrease the hyperinsulinemia. They probably promote neoangiogenesis, that is new blood vessel formation. This has not yet been substantiated to a great extent in human studies, but in animal models, neoangiogenesis is seen very much. What not? We have seen so many benefits of ACE inhibitors. So, they have excellent profile as far as cardiovascular protection is concerned. This slide documents the coronary vascular dilatation or coronary vessel dilatation when we use April, which is an ACE inhibitor. Here in this study they have used quinapril. When compared to placebo from the baseline, this is the amount of vasodilatation. That means this is the zero level of vasoconstriction or dilatation. In the baseline, you have got in the quinapril group tremendous amount of vasoconstriction, minus 15%. By the end of 6 months, it has come to around 2%, and then the percent change over this period of 6 months is of the order of around 10%. the caliber of the blood vessels has increased to 10% compared to placebo, and this is the vasodilatatory effect of Vinapral.